Hey yo, what's going on guys? Jake, we're back with a brand new video. Roll intro. Now, this may come as a shock to a lot of you people, but I'm a Jurassic Park fan. I've been a mega fan for quite a while, and it's been a very large driving force for the channel. I don't know if you can tell, but it's very heavily influenced the name of the channel and several videos on the channel. I grew up with the original Jurassic Park trilogy. Jurassic Park, Lost World, Jurassic Park, and Jurassic Park 3. I never saw them in theaters because I was born 6 years after the release of the original, 6 years after Jurassic Park 3 came out. However, I had always wanted to see one of these movies in the theaters. But in 2015, that's a long time ago. In 2015, I got my wish. I was 8 years old when Jurassic World released and it hit theaters. I did go to the local theater with my family. The opening week, it was the highlight of my week. In fact, everything building up to that point. I was in editing Jurassic, put in what grade I was in, you can do the math later. Well, besides the toys, for me, that was almost a dream come true to see one of these movies in theaters. Or after that, Jurassic World came Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom in 2018, and then Jurassic World Dominion in 2022. I went to go see both of those in theaters, one with my parents and then the other one with my friends. There's even a heavily outdated review of what I think of the movie on this channel right now. But now, apparently, there's one coming out in 2025. Now, I was happy with Fallen Kingdom, and when it released, it was alright. I mean, it wasn't like Endgame level good, but it was a decent movie. However, I came to the conclusion very recently that it was a really bad movie. With that being said, I think it was a sign to let the movies die. Personally, if I was in charge of Universal, I would be done with the Legacy and the Jurassic World cast. And if they were to come back, I would bring them in as cameos or do their characters justice, because Dominion, yeah, it had its okay moments, but I wouldn't say, looking back on it now, that there's a singular scene that I went, wow, this is a pretty decent movie. It was so clippy, it was all over the place, the characters were made fun of.
He slid into my DMs.
It just wasn't good. I honestly think it's actually on a lower rating than Jurassic Park 3.
What?
Because Jurassic Park 3 at least wasn't clippy, like it was fluid. And I see this happening with a lot more movies now, that movies, they don't flow, they snap into place. With that being said, I could not care less about the new Jurassic Park movie coming out. I know. I really do not care about this movie coming out, which is saying a lot. Because when Jurassic World came out, that was around the time I think I went out and bought my first Jurassic Park piece of merchandise. I was 8, give me a break. When Fallen Kingdom came out, I was like, yes, we're gonna figure out that the dinosaurs was heavily and the Gaming Beaver heavily influenced that. Me. I say link to his channel in the description, but it's already on my YouTube page if you want to go there. And then when Dominion came out, first of all, I went to go see it Friday. I came home from school, I was on my bus, my friend was going to meet me at my house, and I just got absolutely decked out in all the Jurassic Park stuff that I could find. I was so hyped about it. I didn't care about any of the school stuff I had to do that day. I just wanted to get home and go see the movie. I was so excited about it because it was the legacy cast was coming back. It was the end of the series. I mean, it was gonna be amazing. I went to go see it. I was in awe. And now looking back, it sucked. The movie sucked. It was horribly disappointing looking back. All the hype around it, every YouTuber who cares about the Jurassic franchise has talked about it. I have not yet. I've taken a back seat. With the combination of the Spino fanboys all but insisting that it's gonna be in this movie. It's not. I'll get to that in a minute. And Universal, oh my, they don't know how to handle these movies anymore. They don't know how to handle these movies. And it's really sad. But with Universal going out of their way to cast people like Scarlett Johansson to pretty much guarantee that people will buy a ticket to see this movie. And I'm not harping on Scarlett Johansson. She's a great actress. I loved her in all of the Avengers series, like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. She portrayed Black Widow incredibly well. Her solo movie wasn't that great, but she did a good job in that movie. It wasn't her fault. It was bad writing. But I feel like she's just being cast because of her big name. And that, if that is the case, is really sad, actually, because you don't need massively famous characters to make a movie good. Now, I don't know what role Scarlett Johansson's going to have in this movie, but I have a feeling they're going to try and base this on more of a almost superhero type aspect, not of her, but of the entire movie itself. And while we're on that topic, I'm getting fed up with the characters of Rexy, because that's what they are. They're not dinosaurs anymore. They're characters. The characters of Rexy and Blue having almost Marvel hero status. It's like, they're not Superman and Iron Man, okay? Let them be animals. And that's why I like the little bit in Dominion. Dinosaurs were more like animals. They acted more like actual animals. And if you're gonna do that, which is great, I like that, but then don't go around and have them fight for no reason in the final battle. This series, I feel like it's shifted away from what actually works, and that is the excitement and awe of an island and a park even filled with dinosaurs. Somehow, through miraculous means, because in Jurassic Park and Jurassic World there was two different scenarios that made it happen, the dinosaurs get free from their enclosures and wreak havoc, and then you get this sense of danger and unknowing, an unawareness, there's the word, of everything that could be and is lurking around the corner. Or they can do what also works, another island where they're free, completely free. And you have to go there, there's a reason, make a good reason for them to be there, and then it's like, Ian Malcolm. I know Jeff Goldblum plays him, but the character is not named Jeff. Ian Malcolm is like, okay, wait, so there's another island with dinosaurs, no fences this time, and you want to send people in, very few people on the ground, and that's actually a good basis for a movie. Like, put in Genocide. Had it just been the research team there, you could have done something with that. They've shifted away from what works, from like an unknown about the animals. Now they are either superheroes or supervillains, and you know, there's no like human characters that you really care about, and it's kind of sad because there's no real threat in the movies, by the way. Like in Dominion, there wasn't a threat. There is no real threat. The excitement's gone. The thrill is non-existent. And I think Alan Grant said it best in Jurassic Park 3. We don't have dinosaurs anymore.
Now what John Hammond and InGen did at Jurassic Park is create genetically engineered theme park monsters, nothing more and nothing less.
it feels like most of the villain dinosaurs are kind of just getting lined up to be stomped by Rexy. But it also feels like Rexy always gets her ass handed to her without a little bit of tag teaming. So you gotta have another hero dinosaur. It's like, can't we just have, like, the battles that we had at the end of Jurassic Park or in the beginning of Jurassic Park 3? Say what you will about the Jurassic Park 3 Spino versus Rex battle, but that was good. I mean, the Spinosaurus should not have won. There are several points I count where it should have had its neck snapped just by a headbutt. I mean, but to be fair, the same thing could also be said about Rexy in the first movie. I mean, those raptors are on there with claws this long at the neck. So I mean, yeah, it's a movie. Make it exciting, but also don't make it dumb and boring and repetitive and snappy. Anyway, while we're on the topic of megatheropods, the Spinosaurus is not going to be in this movie. And I can show you a clip perfectly stated, much better than I could ever state it, exactly why it won't be in this movie. And the reasoning actually is kind of sad. So I'm gonna roll that clip real quickly.
And that's because Spinosaur is the only dinosaur we have left. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of sick of the Marvel Universe style heroes that Rexy and Blue have turned into. Indominus Rex is dead, Indoraptor's dead, Giganotosaurus shouldn't have died, but that's also dead. And you know what sells at the end of the day? Nostalgia. And that is exactly what Spinosaurus is. In the famous words of John Hammond,
"These creatures require our absence to survive, not our help."
And Spinosaur needs that. It doesn't need to be dragged from the depths of the bowels of Universal's unwanted to now just be thrown into the spotlight, unceremoniously killed or mishandled, just to get a good paycheck. Just like you have all these movie actors like throwing Scarlett Johansson into it just to guarantee seats into the movie theater, I don't want them to do and treat Spinosaur exactly the same. Just throw it in there because you'll get everybody wanting to see it fight a T-Rex. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty happy with Spinosaur just living out its life in Isla Sorna. The only good ending to any of the big baddies that are out there.
This is true. It is sad, but it was stated perfectly. This is the only true villain that we have left. I mean, well, dinosaur that we have left. And I know people like, I want to see it fight Rexy. I would be cool too, but I have a feeling that they won't handle it right. And I'm not the only one who thinks that either. Roll clip.
All wanted to see Dilophosaurus again, and when it finally returned to Dominion, we got... Yeah, chances are if the Spinosaur does come back, it's probably just going to be killed by a T-Rex, or handled poorly. It'll never live up to the expectations we've set in our minds. If there's anything that Jurassic World Dominion has taught us, it's that the expectations never live up to the hype.
I know I'm using a lot of stuff from his video, but he's not wrong. They repetitively misuse characters and misuse dinosaurs in the new series, in the Jurassic World series. And the more I look back on this franchise, the more I realize that it's dying. Universal, the only reason this franchise still exists is because of us. Because of the fans. And it's very clear in how they marketed it, did not expect Jurassic World to go well. And they laid the tracks down as they went along, which is how you got progressively worse with movies. And now I have a feeling that this movie, the new one, is gonna be more like a, oh, what's that movie with Kylo Ren in it? 65. It's gonna be more like that. With that being said, I know not to bring the video down, I will probably watch the film. Why? Because it's a Jurassic Park film. I'm gonna watch it. If you guys expect me to have a review, of course I'm gonna watch it. I'm just not looking forward to it. It's not at the top of my list. I'm not watching Jurassic news videos or anything. I do hope the Gaming Beaver comes out with a Jurassic month around the movie, because he was moved to Japan and he missed the 2022 one. So, but let me know what your thoughts about the new movie in the comments are down below. Maybe you agree with me, maybe you disagree. Feel free to let me know, and if you'd like, we can talk about it in the comments section. So if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, consider subscribing, click the bell to get notifications on when the latest videos come out. Leave a comment saying hi if I've asked you to comment anything in this video, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye-bye.